Los cubanos han estado vírgenes del tema ovni hasta el año 2000.
The Cubans are basically virgins when it comes to UFO stories. And around the year 2000, that's when the government officially kind of started telling the people. There's a kind of opening in the media, I guess, the existence of UFOs.
Carlos Hidero is a Cuban ufologist who just moved to the United States 12 months ago. Hidero has investigated hundreds of UFO and USO cases in Cuba over the past 15 years.
This map that he drew is a result of interviewing more than 200 people about UFO sightings.
En el año 95, a finales del año 95, hubo una gran oleada en la zona sur de La Habana.
In 1995, there was a huge wave of sightings near south of Havana. And we're talking about lots of different kind of people saw the same objects in the sky.
And where is the Isle of Youth on this map?
Está un poco más abajo.
It's a little south.
Apparently what we're talking about is that the Isle of Youth is off the map down here. This would coincide with what Diaz told us regarding the structures under the water. We've had a major breakthrough in talking to Cuban ufologists. They're telling us about one major UFO hotspot that just happens to be a little north of where we suspect this underwater base to be.
Este caso es una sumersión que ocurrió en el año 93.
So in this case, he's talking about a specific case that was a USO that went underwater around this point in the map that he drew. It was an object flying around 60 kilometers per hour, not very high off the ground, and it just submerged into the water.
Este se vio al oeste de La Habana.
This is a drawing that was made by a Cuban doctor east of Havana. It was an object that came out of the water, and when it came out of the water, there was a light, almost like a flame, going down the middle.
This reminds me just like the craft that Ed Walters photographed in Gulf Breeze. Look, it's got rings around it, it's got a string of lights, and there's even something on top that was in the Walters photograph. It's one of the most amazing stories in ufology. In 1987, Ed Walters snaps a few Polaroid pictures of a flying saucer. He takes it to the local Gulf Breeze paper, and they publish a story about it. Hundreds of witnesses come forward. Some claim they saw the same craft. Some say they saw a different craft. Some come right out and say Ed Walters is a hoaxer.